blessed that you will live up to 120, but please do it in a hurry. Well, I don't see any reason to do it in a hurry.
So what is still to do on your agenda? On Shimon Peres's to-do list, what still remains to be crossed out?
First of all, my main objection is to contribute to peace. And I think there are many other ways, not just formal, to achieve peace. You have to make peace also between people to peoples. For example, I do believe that we are today governing by two different echelons. The national governments that lost a great deal of their influence, and the global companies who are gaining strength. National governments are built on power, on force, on laws, on armies and police. Global companies are an organization of goodwill, you know. The governments have to answer the global demands. The global companies have to answer the individual expectations. Never was the world as global as it is today on one side, and never was the world as individual as it is today. And the companies are trying to win them over, not only by providing them with good products, but also with goodwill. Today, I think a COO, and most of the people I know, heads of those companies, are educated people. And when they come back home, they wouldn't like that their child will ask them, Father, is it true that you are profiteering from poor people?
But some CEOs and some companies, they don't answer to anybody except their shareholders, and the argument is that they are above governments.
I don't know if they're above, they're parallel, they're independent, and their shareholders too must understand that without goodwill, their shares are not worth a penny. They must create trust, they must be serious, and they have also to live in a world which is peaceful and stable and full of goodwill. They don't hang in the air.
Is it fair to say that after next summer, when your term of office is over, I
have already another office. Yes.
Oh. Are you going to tell us now what you're going to do?
Look, in principle I can tell you my theory. I don't know what I shall do specifically. I won't decide before I shall leave the present office. I cannot do it. But I shall tell you in general. Israel is an island, a political island, in a storming political sea. What we have to do is to defend the island and tranquilize the sea. And I think that we are able to do so more than others, because until now, the underprivileged, underdeveloped countries were living on foreign aid. Foreign aid doesn't answer. What answer is high tech and technology. And Israel is a living example, unbelievable one, that took a desert without water, without resources, and showed that you can make a living out of it. I think this experience is more important than the financial one. And I think there are ways and means that Israel can contribute out of her unusual achievements to other countries, so they can enjoy prosperity and freedom and a future.
The Judicial Committee of the Knesset is considering gay marriage and will make its recommendations. Let's be quite clear with a yes and no answer. Are you in favour of gay marriage becoming law in Israel?
I am in favour that every human being will have the right to breathe fresh air, to have enough food, to fall in love with whoever he wants. Just a minute, one minute. According to our tradition, the Lord is the one who created each of us in his image. He didn't give us the right to re-edit what he did. Everybody was born by the same Lord, with the same rights, and has the right to be right.
Both sides will take that as a yes or a no. Which is it?
I think everybody will take it as a yes.
Mr. President, 48 years in the Knesset, 12 ministerial positions in cabinets, prime ministerial, presidential. Which has been most fun? Which have you enjoyed most?
I wouldn't judge the things by the titles, but by the deeds. It's not how many years was I a member of the Knesset, a member of the government, but what did I do? If I did the right things, it's okay. Just to be elected or have a high title doesn't mean very much to me, all my life. And for that reason, I think I devoted more time in doing things, not in gaining titles. Now, let me answer it in a more specific way. I was for 60 years in the government, in different capacities, as you know, minister, prime minister. When I ask myself on what did I spend most of my time, you know, on what? On handling frictions between institutions, between managers, between people all the time. Nobody was satisfied. Everything I did, I was criticized. Then I became president. I'm now president almost 7 years. I don't have an organization, but a small group of people that we work together like a team. And no administration, no friction, so I have time. But today I have more influence than before. Why? I don't give orders. Nobody thinks I'm running for something which is personal. So when I'm asking anybody to do something, he does it gladly. The very same person that previously criticized me now says, with pleasure, just ask him. When I was prime minister, I hardly heard the word yes. When I'm president, I hardly hear the word no. And what I want to tell you, and whoever who wants to participate in public life or be a leader, if you want to be a leader, my recommendation, don't try to rule, try to serve. This should be the real principle.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President.